it was in the offing. We knew it was going to happen, but it's officially happened today. Young Calvin Ramsay from Aberdeen, Scottish club Aberdeen, to Liverpool for a fee of about 6.5 million, 4 million up front and 2.5 million add-ons. But even at 6.5 million, I think it's going to be a steal. He was the young Scottish player of the year last year. He's only 18. He played something like 30 odd games for Aberdeen last year. A lot of assists, even got one goal. He suits Liverpool. He absolutely suits Liverpool, and he suits the way we play. He's going to be cover for Trent, so he's a right full. And I, for one, am looking forward to Calvin Ramsay putting on the red shirt for Liverpool. And he won't be okay, he's only 18, but he will not be going into a youth team. He's going to be in around the first team. He is going to be coming in the middle of July when preseason starts, and he is going to be in, he's going to be in the first team. He's going to be cover for Trent. And I mean, he will be well able for. He's Scottish, as I say, under 23. He'll probably get a Scottish cap, a senior cap pretty soon. But it's all about bedding in. He's only 18, so it's going to take a little bit of bedding in. I'm sure Robbo will help him being a fellow Scot. Andrew Robertson will absolutely be helping him there. But another great sign in Liverpool. It's a nice little evolution that we've been doing in the last few weeks. Of course, Fabio Carvalho is a done deal. He can't actually put the jersey on until the 1st of July, but that was done months ago from Fulham. He's a really, really exciting player, an absolutely exciting player. So to have him there, Carvalho coming in, he's going to be pushing for a starting place as well. He really is. He's an attacking player, pace, can score goals, trickery. He's only 19. And then we've Calvin Ramsay at 18. And of course, Darwin Núñez. Another top player. I think he's 24 next week or in 2 weeks, but he's, young, exciting. We're building. We're going again. It's the new cycle. Sadio Mane looks like he's gone to Bayern Munich, isn't it? It's all but signed, basically. Good luck to Sadio, of course, going forward. But look, it's just another great signing for Liverpool. I hear a lot of people saying about that there's not going to be any more signings. And I don't know about that. I still think we do need a midfielder, but you never know. You never know. Road Monkey in the house. How are you, Road Monkey? Hopefully you are well. As I say, guys, hit the like, hit the share. Let's get a few people in. Mana Singh in the house. Better number 22 than Mignolet, says Manus from Menace and the Monk. Check out Menace and the Monk as well, the top Liverpool channel. He gets the number 22 jersey. Mignolet's jersey. But look, another great signing, full of potential, bags of potential. And as I say, we have a lot of players under 25 now, don't we? A lot of players under 25, and we're building again. We are building and trying to shape a new team. With Origi gone, Mane looks like he's gone. We're trying to Minamino possibly gone. I think Monaco are looking at him. It could be movement on that next week. And of course, Ox is probably there. I think West Ham are looking at Ox. So there's going to be big movement. Neco Williams, Phillips, will he go? Will he stay at Liverpool? Neco Williams looks like he wants first team football. Fulham coming up to the Premier League. I think that would be a big move for him. I think he's done brilliant at winning the championship last year with them, help him get up. So it's all about playing football, guys. It's all about playing football. John Moore in the house. Hope you're well. I'm absolutely great, John. As I say, nice little video here, a little chat about Calvin Ramsay. Welcome him to the LFC family and the team, of course. I'm really looking forward to seeing this lad. I've heard a lot about him. I did a few videos on him over the last few months because I knew we were interested since January about talking about this guy since January, and just needed to get a few other clubs in as well. Liverpool, I think, were boxing it off and knew, we want this guy. We want them for cover for Trent. We want them. We'll get him, and we got him. Another great job by Julian Ward. Núñez, we got Núñez, potentially 85 million. If all the add-ons come true, he will be the biggest signing for Liverpool, most expensive transfer. And of course, Carvalho, he's a done deal as well. So it's exciting times, guys. Tom Conley is in the house too, and we have MC. Nice singing, but I wonder if Klopp didn't believe Neco was good enough, hence why we got Ramsay. Yeah, I think that Neco Williams will go to Fulham. I think that's the deal. I think Ramsay coming in for Trent, more or less, I'm not to say seals the deal for Neco. Neco wants to play. He's not going to get enough games at Liverpool. Ramsay, you probably get depending on, hopefully, and maybe not that Trent's injured, but we can rest maybe Trent in games. We won't have to play him all the time. That would be my idea with young Ramsay. Maybe if he played 15 games a season, something like that, just to give Trent a break. That would be a huge. You never know. He might be unbelievable. He could just hit the ground running. Could be another Andrew Robertson. You just don't know. But we shall see. Time will tell. John Moore is saying he's going to push Trent. Can only make Trent better. Yeah, well, it's always good in any position at any club to have someone behind you. You're looking over your shoulder. Got to play today, or else I might be playing next week. And we've done that with Diaz coming in January, of course, for Mane, Salah, and Bobby. When those three were always there, and those three were always being picked. Diaz was in, Jota is in, and of course Nunez is now in. So okay, Mane is going to Bayern, but even Salah be going. Let's get this Salah deal done, long-term Salah deal done. Let's see what happens there. But it's interesting. It's going to be really interesting next few weeks, and I, for one, cannot wait. But happy to get Calvinramsay over the line. And another good thing with the likes of Fabio Carvalho, Nunez, and Ramsay, the three signings is they're in early. They get to know the club, staff, the ground, the Kirby training ground, the stadium. They're going to get a good full season, pre-season under their belt, and that's huge. Go on tour with the lads, get friendly with whoever you're friendly with, whoever you're bunking with and stuff like that. Get to know the manager, get to know your position, get to know the way Liverpool play with their high line and pressing and stuff like that. So to come in early, get all that knowledge weeks before you kick a ball in the Premier League is huge. And I think that's so important with new players coming in, just to settle, just a few weeks to settle before it all goes crazy in August, Crick D is in the house. What if Salah doesn't sign? Should we sell now? If he's not, he's a bit shite in the window if he doesn't sign, in my opinion. Well, he's a year left. I don't know. Salah one is a weird one. It really is. I can't see Liverpool bending over backwards. We didn't do it with Sadio. Sadio wanted more money. We just weren't giving it. Salah wants more money. I think Salah deserves more money. Mane was brilliant this season as well, and has been brilliant for us, but I'd still like Salah to sign a long-term deal. I mean, that would really just tie it down, and it would be wow. You know what I mean? A long-term deal would finish the transfer window off nicely, and a midfielder, of course. I'd love a midfielder, some sort of cover for the midfield, but we shall see. I think it depends on outgoings. If a few leave, we might have to fill in a gap or two. So I think that's what is important now, Mohammed Khalif is in the house. Hi, Ramsay. Yeah, well, Ramsay is a Liverpool player. Welcome to Liverpool, Calvinramsay. And this guy, all eyes on Calvinramsay, because this guy is going to be top notch. I've absolutely no doubt. It's just about getting settled in. There's no guarantee, as in life or as in anything, that everything works out. But he's got the attitude. He's got the potential. And he plays the type of football, that attacking wing-back play that Liverpool love. He plays that type of, wing-back play, great crosser of the ball. I think 9 assists. Is it 9 assists last year for Aberdeen? Young Player of the Year. Got a goal, great goal. I've seen it on YouTube. So really excited to have him. But John Moore, if Salah doesn't sign, I'd sell him now. No one bigger than the club. I don't think anybody's come in for Salah. They'd probably be looking to get him next year on a free, because his wages would be crazy. So I don't see Salah going anywhere. I say next year, if he hasn't signed by next year, there's a chance he could go on a free. That would be the only thing I would say. But I think he's here for at least a year anyway. He did say that in an interview, didn't he? I know things can change in football, but hopefully he's here for at least one more year. MC, what is it up with the schedule? We play a pre-season game at Anfield on the 29th of July. Then on the 30th, we play City in the Community Shield, which of course is in Leicester City's King Power. It's not Wembley. Yeah, well, look, Liverpool have two teams really, pre-season. They could play a lot of the young lads. They could play a lot of the lads that won't be really starting, like the League Cup team type of thing, early League Cup or FA Cup teams, give them a game. The looks of Tyler Morton, Katie Gordon, even Harvey Elliott needs a few games now. I mean, Kelleher in goal, this type of thing, and the big boys for the Charity Shield. But I don't know, it is a bit stupid scheduling, all right, a bit silly. Sir Oswald Fortitude is in the house. Any chance of a cup of tea? I do like a nice cup of, but I have a nice cordial drink here, a little Ribena. Nice. But John Moore saying he is brilliant set piece taker as well. This guy's only 18 and he's so much in his locker. And the thing about it is, he will even get better under Klopp. We've seen it. We've seen it with 99% of the players coming into Liverpool. It's very, very rare that we don't, the player himself, mentally, physically, everything about him doesn't progress. And I have a feeling Calvinramsay will progress into a top-notch fullback. He's not going to be given his age. He can sign for another club in January. Risk injury and what? Yeah. Well, okay. Look, we're talking about Salah here, Mo Salah, even though it's a Calvinramsay stream, but we can talk about anything, I suppose. It is Sunday evening, nearly 6 o'clock on Sunday evening here. But look, the Salah one, I was a bit worried for the fact that he hasn't signed yet. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he will sign before the end of the window. Maybe he'll sign the next when he come back from pre-season. You never know when he sees the fact that Mane is gone, well, almost gone to Bayern Munich, which looks like it will go through now. But I just think Liverpool sign Salah down. Salah's huge. I mean, Salah's a 25, 30 plus goal, every season. Núñez will take a little while. Hopefully won't need too long to bed in, but he will need a little bit bedding in. How does he react with that big transfer fee on his head, So we'll see there. I'm sure the lads will help him. On the Spanish and Portuguese speakers will be easily able to help. We have a lot of them in the squad, so should be okay. But nothing set in stone, Rossi Boy is in the house. How are you, my friend? Rossi Boy, I am absolutely fantastic. Check out my chat with John Ochterberg yesterday, actually, guys. I had a chat with Liverpool goalkeeping coach John Ochterberg. It's good 25, 26 minutes. Some very interesting stuff in it. Have a look at that. That was really enjoyable. Thanks to John for doing that. That's one of my first actual senior staff members of Liverpool. Maybe Klopp's next. That would be nice. But we shall see. Was thinking the same, says MC. Yeah, look, Mo, I don't know. Look, I want them to sign. Of course, I want them to sign. I mean, one big thing as well, of course, was the biggest and the greatest signing of all time was Jurgen Klopp himself. And him to be there for at least another 4 years, I think is big for Salah as well. Salah turns around and goes, well, Klopp's here for at least 4. If I sign for 4, he's a year left plus 3, something like that. I'll be around right up to the dynasty of Klopp being there, So it might help. I'm sure Klopp wants it there as well. Any Liverpool fan would herself wants Salah to sign a long-term deal. I mean, come on. How would you replace those 30 goals every year, never injured? It's actually scary how good he is at 18. When I was 18, I wasn't half as good as him. I wasn't even 10% as good as him. Calvinramsay at 18, yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm just the modern fellas now. He's a big lad. He's 5'10". He's built. He's big, strong, pacey, Seems to have a head and his shoulders, talked very well. I've seen a few of the interviews on LiverpoolFC.com on YouTube, and looks to me, a great deal for Liverpool. As I say, 4 million up front, up to 6.5 million. I mean, if the add-ons come through, that's great because that means he's successful, we're successful, and you'll pay 2.5 million add-ons if he's successful. So it won't matter. 6.5 million is a really, really good deal. And I think it was his the Aberdeen manager talking about him today as well, saying Liverpool have got a great young lad, great player. He just have to keep his head on his shoulders, take it easy, wait for his chance, get in training, a few pre-season games, get to know the lads. That's what it's all about. And let's see what happens. Rossi Boy, will we see a bit of Trent in midfield to the end of the season, possibly? Well, there was always a lot of talk about Trent in midfield, wasn't there? Or even as a winger. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if Calvinramsay hits the ground running and is ready to rock and roll, you never know. He might just fit like a glove. And it gives us options. It's all about options, guys. It's all about options. I can't wait to see Carvalho play or Núñez. I mean, obviously, goals and up front and chances. They're the two boys I want to see, especially Núñez. Kick a ball and put that jersey on in pre-season. That's what I want to see. Get an early goal just to bet in. John, good point about set pieces. Simicus is also a great set piece player, says Sarah Oswald. Yeah. Well, I mean, Liverpool look for all attributes. They don't just like buying players for one position, other than, let's say, a goalkeeper. And even our goalkeeper scores goals, but you know what I mean? Okay. Centre-half, Kanate, Van Dijk, Matip, those boys, they don't really play anywhere else other than centre-half. So, but they're sort of specialist areas. But Klopp does like players that can play in numerous positions, Ant Dicko in the house. How are you, Ant? Hopefully you are well. Hi, Dave. Hope you're good. Sure, we do the same every preseason. 2 preseason games, day after each other. Yeah, we do. It must be because of the size of the squad. I mean, 20 odd players. You can only play 11. Maybe we play a lot of the young lads the day before and play more senior players. Obviously, against City in the Charity Shield, it would make sense to play a decent squad against them, But we shall see. I mean, I don't know. I don't set the schedule. And I mean, I think we have to play United at the end of July in Thailand or somewhere like that. I mean, there's a lot of trips, I'm sure we'll have an Evian or a Portuguese camp as well for a week or two where the lads can just get back into it and get their fitness up from being on their holidays. You know what I mean? It was a brilliant chat that you done with John Octerberg. It says John Moore. Yeah, I loved a great chat with John. Check it out, guys, if you haven't seen it. I did it yesterday with John Octerberg from Liverpool, the goalkeeping coach, of course. Great thing to say about Alisson. Obviously, I mean, Alisson's somebody, he's a good friend of his. He was brilliant. Kelleher, young Irishman Kelleher. Adrian, we talked about all the things that went on behind the scene and what a season we've had. The goal, the Alisson headed goal, of course, and the tragedy that his dad had died a few months earlier. He was just talking about aspects of the modern goalkeeper and how he played for Tranmere and in Holland and came to Liverpool to play for, came in for the academy and came into the academy, worked his way up, then to the senior staff member in 2010. He was under Benitez, Rodgers, Hodgson, and of course Klopp, the boss. But wow, imagine if Klopp as your boss going to work every day, and then you're working with Alisson, Kelleher, Adrian, and all these guys around you. It's an absolute joy to go to work, wouldn't it? You've been early every day. Andrew Quinn. Apparently, Man United have reached agreement with Porto over Evansels and okay, the Brazilian striker. I think Carvajal, Ramsay, Nunes will absolutely flare through this Liverpool team. Yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know what way. I seen something else online today, but one of their chief executives or one of their men, I don't know, saying some stupid things on Twitter. Now I don't know if it's real or not real. It was like a hidden camera, but I mean, it aren't at our level quite yet. They'll get there eventually with money and stuff. But you have to buy the right players. You have to buy right players for right positions. Don't overpay. Don't just buy the players for the big wages and silly things that they have done. The likes of Paul Pogba is a big bonus for them leaving because I've never rated the fella. I think he's a disruptive force, and with him gone, I just never rated the fella. I don't see anything in him other than his hair colouring that he used to love and his earrings and his tattoos. John Moore Ramsay can also play right back and left back, Dave. Wow, now there is a young lad with everything in his toolbox. That's what I'm saying. These young lads, it's options. Klopp looks at them. It's scientific. He works out equations on them and just says, right, I want a guy that can do this, this, this. He's a right back predominantly. He's a great crosser of the ball, set pieces, strong, pacey. He's, as I say, he's a strong lad as well. You won't push him off the ball. He's hungry. And that's what we've got in Calvinramsay. And I fucking can't wait to see him put on the red jersey on the pitch. Strong rumours we bid €100 million for Bellingham. Apparently Real offered 85, but to loan him back to Dortmund for a year. Same dude that leaked it in Spain, leaked Diaz and Nunes. I seen something about that there was some huge transfer Liverpool were working on in the next few weeks, and obviously Jude Bellingham. I haven't heard anything. I'd be surprised if we do another 100 million or 100 million plus signing after what we spent on Nunes, but you never know. But I would be surprised. Unless we do a Bellingham deal where we sign him and say, right, as you just said, stay at Dortmund for a year and you have a look at Naby Keita deal and you come next year. Possible. But I'd be pleasantly surprised, by the way. But I just can't see it. And to saying, would you loan Jones out? I think he needs he needs to play regularly. Curtis, I mean, I like Curtis Jones. I mean, it gives us squad depth, and he's come on this year, of course. I thought he was decent in a few games this season. I wouldn't loan him out. I mean, we've other players there that could be loaned out, like Tyler Martin and stuff like that. You could loan him out. He needs to play football. But no, I'd keep him around, especially with Naby Keita, who looks like he might be getting an extension as well. I mean, Milner's there for another year, but, Milner won't be playing. He might get 20 games on Milner. Keita, injuries, I mean, we just don't know. Ox could be gone. Taki could be gone. I'd be keeping Jones around. I really would. Unless we get somebody in. another midfielder, but I don't know. I think he will get game time. Helen Raybold in the house. How are you, Helen? Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you are having a lovely Sunday afternoon. We're just talking about Liverpool's capture of the 18-year-old Scottish right fullback, Calvinramsay, for an initial fee of 4 million plus 2.5 million add-ons. So brings him 6.5. He's only 18. He's 5'10". This guy can play football, and I, for one, am absolutely happy he is a Red. And he's in early, as I said earlier. He is in early, and it's so important. Get players in early. Let them have the holiday. Let them have the break. Get them in early for a nice, 4 or 5 week pre-season. It is so, so important. It really is. Helen, absolutely loving this weekend. It was Happy Father's Day today as well. So happy Father's Day to all your fathers and fathers out there. I'm a father, of course. I've got an 11-year-old, and I got a nice little card you made me today, and I don't know where it's gone, but it's Happy Father's Day today. Yeah, of course. 2 Scots and Irishmen walk into a club and go and win everything. Yeah. 2 Scots, you could say Ramsay and Robertson. Of course, Keller is the Irishman. I thought you were going to say a joke there, but anyway. Elliot will be back in midfield, I'd say. Hopefully he has a good pre-season young team. We are putting things together. Elliot was very unlucky start last season. I mean, he was looking like he was ready to rock, wasn't he? Him and Salah were combining well with Trent as well. They were combining that little triangle. He looked fresh. He'd scored a lovely goal. He was ready to go. And that injury, I think it was Chelsea, wasn't he? He got that bad injury. And it just knocked him for 6, knocked him way back. But if he can get another really good pre-season under belt, I think it'll be huge for him. Absolutely huge. Helen, I'm excited for the pre-season start against Man U. What are your understanding of Salah carrying an injury? Yeah, I heard a bit of an injury. It was for Egypt, of course. I don't know. No real thoughts on it. I mean, no real thoughts. I mean, Salah's had a really rough year. He got knocked out of the World Cup with Egypt, the chance to get to the World Cup by Senegal. Mane, of course. The AFCON, missed the AFCON final, got beaten in the AFCON final by Senegal. And Mane again. He got the top goal scorer award with Son, 22 league goals each. Look, Salah is brilliant. I want Salah to sign. I don't know. I don't know much about the injury thing. I think it was more through Egypt. He got it with it playing with Egypt, which of course he loves playing for his country. So isn't Conor Bradley Irish? Northern Irish, yeah, he is absolutely. But I'm on about first team players basically. I don't know if Conor's going to be really around the first team this year or not. We shall see. Hey, Helen, hope you are well, says John Moore. Oh, we have another legend in the house. Door on tour. Check this guy out on YouTube, guys. He is an absolute legend. He is a Nottingham Forest fan. And, of course, Forest are up into the Premier League. Looking forward to seeing Forest back in the Premier League like the olden days. So I'm sure he is absolutely delighted to be back in the Premier League and looking forward to the visit of Liverpool and come to Anfield and all the great stadiums in the Premier League. I'm sure you just can't wait, my friend. And we'll do a video, definitely. We will definitely do a video when Liverpool are playing Forest. We play at least twice, maybe in the FA Cup, maybe the League Cup, but at least twice in the league, home and away. So do you think Williams will sign for Forest now? I presume you mean Neco Williams. Do you mean Neco Williams? I heard something about Shea Ojo. Forest were looking at Shea Ojo and a Liverpool Youth Academy player as well. But I don't know. With Ramsay in at Liverpool, it does open it up. I thought Fulham were favourites to get Neco Williams, but I could be wrong. Forest would be a great place to go too. Forest would be an absolutely great place to go. But I don't know the answer to that. But obviously Ramsay coming in would look like Williams is heading out, doesn't it? I have to congratulate you on the John Octoberg interview. You are building quite a portfolio of terrific interviews, Dave. Hats off to you. You must have some tasty phone numbers now. The book is full of tasty phone numbers, but I can't find the book. But look, he's a great man, John. I mean, he's a legend at the club. He will be a legend at the club. And it was great for him to do it. Check it out, guys, if you haven't seen it. I only did it yesterday. It's about 25, 26 minutes long. But it's nice little bits in there you mightn't have heard before or stuff like that. And hopefully I can get a few more on. That's why I work on getting, 1 or 2 I say big names, a player would be nice, something like that. Or even an ex-player would be nice to work on and get somebody in, or a celebrity fan or something like that. But any celebrity fans watching, hit my DMs, baby. But yeah, no, thanks very much. I enjoyed it. It was absolutely brilliant. I really did. I really did enjoy it. But I listened to it back yesterday, and because when you're doing a chat and an interview and you're chatting to someone, get carried away. I'm trying to learn more doing one-on-one interviews and try not interrupt and try not talk over people. I think that's the most important thing. Let the person speak, I suppose. That's the key to a really, really good interview. But thanks for that, my friend. Yep, absolutely loved that interview. To me, it doesn't make sense, Dave. If Salah was carrying an injury, he wouldn't have had the stats he did last season, right? Because he would have been on the injury table. Yeah, I don't know if it's just a little niggle, though, Helen. I think it was just a little bit of a niggle. I don't think it was anything too serious, And says Man United, Bangkok, Palace, Singapore, Leipzig, Germany, and City are pre-season. Yeah, wow. I mean, Leipzig. We've another German team as well, or Austrian team as well, thrown in there a few days apart after playing Leipzig. So there's always, look, it's about conditioning. It's about getting up to speed. The guys will be on the holidays, about getting ready to rock, because we got to hit the ground running in August. City will be doing the same thing with Erling Haaland and all the other teams, all the top teams. City or Spurs are buying well, of course, with Conte. You'll have Arsenal buying. You'll have Chelsea and United. They'll all buy and be all ready to rock. And what have you got? Fulham on the 6th of August away. That won't be easy. That will not be an easy game. They're champions of the championship coming up full. Craven Cottage be full. Baying for blood. That'd be a great scalp for them to get Liverpool, of course. So we got to be ready to rock from day one. Then we're at home to Palace, our first home game, and away to United at Old Trafford. Second away game, Old Trafford. I think it's home then the following week against Newcastle. So it's not an easy start. It could have been easier. I suppose it could have been harder as well, but you just got to win the games. Got to hit the ground running, guys. We got that, because look, we only lost 2 league games last season. 2 league games, and we still didn't bloody win the league. I think Sydney lost 3, didn't he? It's crazy. It's a great watch, Dave. Got some great answers out of him. Yeah. And I usually don't even, when I'm doing interviews one-on-ones, I do have an A4 sheet of page and maybe 10, 15 different things, just to keep start, middle, finish type of an interview. But don't really think. I just waffle, and talk and try ask the right questions and not the wrong questions. It's very important. It could be a bit awkward if you ask the wrong questions, So many players out of City, it's laughable. Yeah, want out of City. Well, I don't know if they want out of City, do they? The money, the wages they pay there, I don't think anybody be running away from City too fast. I'm glad we play United in the pre-season. It's important to support the lesser clubs, as Sir Oswald. And then we played in 3 games in the league, But United will be decent. I mean, they good manager Ten Hag, of course, but it'll take them out 2 or 3 windows to get up to the level. It really will. 2 or 3 levels, 2 or 3 windows to get up to any type of decent level. Which player excites you more out of the new players, Dave? Oh, Núñez. I mean, Darwin Núñez, the evolution of Darwin Núñez. That guy, I mean, he's absolutely looks unreal. He looks like he suits us down to the ground. He's the one I really want. He's the one I'm waiting for, looking for. I want to see him put on a red jersey and score. I like the other 2 young lads as well. Carvalho, of course, coming up from Fulham, and Ramsay, who we signed today. But Núñez, I mean, he's got to go straight into the team, isn't he? I mean, Salah, Diaz, Núñez, Jota, Bobby still there. Wow. What a front 5. And then you can throw in the likes of Carvalho, attacking players. Velia, he's an attacking player. You've young lads like Katie Gordon. I mean, it's all about the squad. We're going to need a big squad. It's 5 subs next year as well in the league, which is huge. Huge for the big teams. I think having the 5 subs, you can basically change it in the second half, United in 20 days or so on a friendly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Isn't it 20 days? I thought it was about 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks anyway. But yeah, look, to be a friendly, but I still want to beat them. I want to beat them in tiddlywinks, to be fair. You know what I mean? Helen, I'm excited to see Núñez, obviously, but I really want to see what we do with Carvalho. New formation, Helen is saying 4-2-3-1, possibly. It gives us options again. I mean, he's a big lad. What is he, 6'1", 6'2"? But he's very pacey for a big lad. He's great in the air, obviously, for being a big lad. He's a great header of the ball. Just gives us options, something different. That's what it's all about. Plan B. Gives us a plan B. If out game with Leicester on New Year's Eve stays the same. Bet is the late one. Town be wild. What? Is it Leicester? I didn't go as far as New Year's Eve or, for fixtures. I looked at the first 4 or 5 fixtures. Then you look at where's City, where's Chelsea, that type of thing, the big games. Where are they? Where's this? But it's there's no room for error in that bloody league. I mean, as I say, we only lost 2 league games last year, and we still lost the league. So there's no room for error. That's ridiculous. Losing 2 games in the league, and you still don't win the league. That's just different level. Chelsea are in for Sterling. I've seen that. That will cost them a lot of Sterling. That will cost them a lot of Sterling. No, I seen another guy on Twitter saying today, "Oh, I'd love to take him back." No, he can go to Chelsea. Thank you. But that bridge has been crossed, as they say. I'm going to try and go to a game at Anfield this season. I haven't been to Anfield to a match for 9 years, says Andrew Quinn. Last game I went to was Notts County in the League Cup. Definitely going to try. It's not easy to get tickets. It's not easy to get tickets, though, is it? Carvalho can unlock defense from multiple positions. He is very exciting. He is exciting. Another pacey winger. He can play midfield. He's pacey. He's good at scoring goals. He's had a really good season, championship season with Fulham last year. So very exciting times ahead for the Reds. Doug out Football Channel. Doug is in the house. How are you, Doug? Hopefully you are well, my friend. We're just talking about Calvinramsay, a fellow Scot like you, Doug. What's your thoughts on Calvinramsay? Come in for 5 minutes. You want to give your thoughts? I'll send you a link. You give me your thoughts on Calvinramsay. If you know a bit more than I do about him, give me a thumb up and I'll send you a link. And if Doug wants to pop in, he can. But look, the more players, the quality, the younger. We're bringing the squad's age down, which is so important as well when you're trying to do a little slight change, in personnel. You want to bring the age down. And we've done that with the likes of Carvalho and, of course, Ramsay. It's so, so important. Let me see if I can send Doug. This bloody mouse is basically dying. If I can send Doug the link if he wants to pop in. Don't want to pop in? No problem. I'm not going to stay on much longer. But if you want to pop in, you can pop in. If you don't want to pop in, you don't have to pop in. But look, it's going to be a fantastic season. And as I say, we got to be ready to roll. Because we just can't. No mistakes. Got to hit the ground running, guys. Got to hit the ground running. What is going on with this mouse, guys? What is going on with this mouse? There we go. It's not really working. It ain't working. Hold on, I'll do something else. I'm on the way to the shops. Otherwise, I would have. Okay, no problem, Doug. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely no problem, my friend. We must be happy another Scot joins the ranks of Liverpool. Everyone questioning Nunez price, £100 million. Lukaku about to go back on loan to. Listen, I'm not questioning. I mean, okay, eventually with the add-ons and stuff, it could go 85 million, which of course will break the 75 he played for Van Dijk. But it's only 64 million up front. It's 64 million. There's add-ons. There's nearly 20 million add-ons, 21 million add-ons thrown in over it. And if he gets those add-ons, it'll be worth it anyway, because the add-ons, are a certain amount of goals he scores, appearances, and does this and trophies and stuff. And that's success for Liverpool. So you worry about paying add-ons, I laugh about the United fans. Like, risk money. Stop talking shite. You bought Pogba for, 80 million. Lukaku. Stop. Stop it. I think it's a bit jealous, to be fair. Doug is happy with, delighted we like Scottish players too. Yeah, and well, seems to be good quality. A lot of scouting going on up in Scotland at the moment. There seems to be a bit of quality up there. And like in the old days in the 80s and 70s and 80s, it used to be always Scottish players around Liverpool and Irish players, but Ireland at the moment don't seem to be producing the players quite like Scotland at the moment. But we shall see. Fulham will be a tough game. Last time we went there, we were extremely lucky to get out with the draw. I remember it very, very well. Jesus Christ, yeah, that was Craven Cottage. The the ground was pumping and rockets, an old school English ground, isn't it? Of course, but it's going to be great. I can't wait for the season to start. Even the preseason. Let's watch a few games. Let's see Nunes make his debut. Ramsay, Carvalho, maybe hopefully someone else come in as well. Maybe we shall see. And good luck to the lads leaving, especially Sadio and Origi, two legends. I talked to John yesterday about them as well. He mentions Origi and Manuel, the two great lads. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. We're 35 minutes in. Stay safe. Calvin Ramsay is a Red, and that's the most important thing we're talking about today. He signed on the dotted line on a 5-year deal with Liverpool. The 18-year-old has got the lot. I shall talk to you soon, guys. Stay safe. If you haven't seen the John Octoberg video, check it out. It is, wow, brilliant. Talk to you soon, guys. Thanks for popping in. Hit the like, hit the share before you go. Cheers.